First of all, I agree with a lot that has been said, but I would love to add that it also creates an opportunity of cooperation between all parties involved. It's not only from top down that there should be regulations from the EU. We all know how slow it works. I remember the first working around the ring in Antwerp in 2001, where we started our intermodal barge cooperation between North Seaport and the port of Antwerp. Unfortunately, as they do so many times, they did the job so well that the trucks kept on driving on the ring in Antwerp. So it was the intermodal focus was not achieved due to, like Peter said, the truck is always very cheap. But it's not only a cooperation between ports, but I think it's also a cooperation to be creative and innovative together with your partners, meaning rail, meaning trucking companies in first and last miles, because this is also relative. What is a first or a last mile in a deep sea port as Antwerp, in comparison to the industry or to the receivers and the big forwarders market, they cover a big geographical area. So I think as a port with the unique position as a deep sea one, as well welcomes all intermodals on the European crossroads of E17 and E40 highways. The entrance to the Paris Canal, which still has to come, and all the barges that can go from north of France till Basel. I think this unique selling position is the longer the ship is on the water, the deeper, 40, 50 kilometers already into the hinterland or vice versa. And there you can act as a hub and spoke also to our deep sea port friends, Antwerp or Rotterdam. There is really some opportunities in cooperation. For example, our intermodal project, we started together with the port authorities of Antwerp and the port community of Antwerp. As we saw, there was a lot of breakbulk coming back or stuffed into the containers. Breakbulk, stevedoring and logistics company as Stukwerkers is, we had to follow that trend. There was suddenly an opportunity in not having been a competitor, but as a cooperator with the Port of Antwerp to lesser the congestion on the road and to move more cargo to barges. And then is first idea I had a bit in replying to what my dear colleagues just said. Marcel, maybe you can add.
Yeah, I think more and more the economy is hydrogen instead of carbon fuels. So imagine yourself in a couple of years, this grows and it's not anymore a matter of carbon emission, but it's more and more a matter of debottlenecking the infrastructure. Today we have over 50% of our model split is distributed by barge and short sea, 65 or so, 65%. But although that might be the least, the most friendly or the least damaging mode of transport to the environment, there is still emission, of course. But imagine yourself, everything changes to hydrogen sooner or later. Then it's still a matter of speed. Speed is of the essence, and debottlenecking the highways and the railroads and also the waterways, because we have waiting spaces in the port today as a bottleneck. We have to make a planning for that in order to avoid congestion in barges. So still optimizing between all modes of transport is the case. The truckers, they are working on becoming more and more environmental friendly, but the more and the cheaper, the most flexible they are, and the cheaper they become, they have the congestion on the roads. So there is a kind of physical restriction in terms of modal split to every mode of transport, I think. But and then.
And of course the like we also have a warehouse which has a rail inside to load or discharge the cargo. As Peter, we certainly have to add, Peter, I think the responsibility of the technical, the infrabel part in maintenance and I don't know the funds they have to spend on a modern and accurate, flexible suprastructure. I think there is also still a big challenge for them. So European community pushing a lot of money towards maybe barge or other solutions should certainly also focus that the railway is optimized and better working, but it's still too slow, it's still too expensive. The gap between the truck is very, very big. So you need a lot of cargo or the single wagon one, but also this one is transshipped again, manipulated again, cost is increasing. So it's many different players in this. If we want to achieve this model as intermodal one to all ports or industries.